The Princesses of Magical Powers, in a distant kingdom called Albera, where the sky is scattered with the colors of sunset every evening, and magical forests cover the land, 5 unique princesses lived. Each one possessed a magical ability that distinguished her from the others, and these abilities made each of them powerful in different ways. Princess Alinea, the eldest princess, had the ability to control the wind. The wind obeyed her will, soaring above the earth, raging, or carrying her across the sky. One day, while walking in the palace gardens, she received a message from one of the kingdom's wise men, warning her of a devastating storm coming from the sea. The adventure. Although she could control the wind, she found herself facing an unfamiliar storm, where the winds of that storm challenged her power. It became a fierce battle between her will and the storm from the sea. In that moment, she realized she needed to balance her strength with inner peace. As a result, the winds respected her and obeyed her, saving the entire kingdom. Princess Leia, the second princess, had the power of healing. She could heal any wound or disease with a single touch of her hands. However, her power was hidden from everyone, and she found herself powerless when it came to emotional pain. The adventure. One day, the kingdom was struck by a deep sadness due to the disappearance of a relative. Leia set off to search for him, and during her adventure in the dark forests, she discovered that her healing ability was not only about healing physical wounds, but also about healing emotional pain. Through this journey, she learned that compassion was a vital part of her strength, and that true healing required a deep understanding of others' feelings. Princess Solara was the third princess, and her ability was to control fire. She could summon flames from the palms of her hands, whether to defend the kingdom or to light the way in the darkness. However, like fire itself, she struggled to control her emotions. The adventure. One day, a giant dragon attacked her village. Instead of carefully managing the situation, Solara erupted in anger and used her power recklessly. The fire caused part of the village to be destroyed, which made her feel regret. In the end, she realized that controlling her anger and channeling it could turn fire from a destructive force into a creative one. During the battle, she discovered that fire could be a source of life when used wisely and carefully. Princess Ilara, the fourth princess, had the ability to control water. She could turn water into waves or use rain to enrich the land. Her magic was connected to the balance of nature, and any disruption in that balance could affect her power. The adventure. When the sea began to rage against the coast due to water pollution, Ilara went on a journey to find the cause. While traveling through the polluted areas, she discovered that the kingdom's waters were being contaminated by toxic minerals, which affected her abilities. However, through her search, she learned how water could be purified by using natural detoxifying methods. Thanks to Ilara, the waters were restored to their clarity, and the sea became stronger and calmer than before. Princess Nira, the final princess, had the power to control shadows. She could manipulate darkness, making it disappear or creating magical creatures from it to help her. Darkness was a part of her strength, but she feared that her power might be misunderstood. The adventure. One day, a powerful dark creature attacked the kingdom, and everyone was unable to defeat it. At that moment, Nira realized that she should not fear the darkness, but rather use it to her advantage. Using her power, she controlled the shadows and transformed them into light. In the end, she discovered that darkness could be a tool of strength and protection, if used wisely. The end of the story. After each princess succeeded in overcoming her personal challenges, they gathered together in the grand hall of the palace. Each had learned an important lesson about her power and how to use it with caution and balance. They discovered that their strength did not lie solely in their magical abilities, but in the great hearts they possessed. They decided to work together, united, to support and protect the kingdom from any threat, and they became a symbol of unity and balance between different powers.